race. I just saw him plunge off to the right. What on earth happened there? I don't know.
Tamburello at Imola. Even before May the 1st, 1994, it was well known as one of the most challenging high-speed corners in motor racing. It had the respect of drivers, especially those who drove with passion and with courage. Ayrton Senna wasn't just one of that breed, he was the best of that breed. And when Ayrton came off and hit the wall here while leading the San Marino Grand Prix, a supreme motor racing talent was lost forever. The shock wasn't just confined to Formula One or to his native Brazil, but it was a sporting loss that was felt worldwide.
He was a genius, there's no doubt about it. And it's my interpretation of a genius as somebody who's just this side of being slightly unbalanced in some area, and I think he was in danger of tipping over the top in some respects, but because he was so talented and he was so intelligent that he was always able to just keep it in the right place.
When I thought that I was committed 100% or 99% for Formula One, because the 1% missing is maybe my family or my children or a different way of life, he was committed 110%.
No, his biggest strength was mentally. I mean, he had a kind of concentration different than all of us. He could find in himself such a high concentration. What made him making sometimes a work where nobody could understand how he could do it.
Even before Ayrton Senna's death, it had been a tragic weekend here. When Roland Ratzenberger was killed on the Saturday, it was the first fatality in Formula One for some 186 Grand Prix. And then Ayrton's crash and other race day incidents added overwhelmingly to the desperate atmosphere. But the purpose of this program isn't to analyze what went wrong for Ayrton Senna. Why did he crash? That will never be clearly known. Instead, we'll try to weigh up the scale of his talent and the size of his loss to the sport. Ayrton Senna, a breathtaking driver to watch and a compelling man to listen to.
Few people really do know myself. Few people know me. And they just don't understand what it takes from a racing driver that has dedicated all his life, since I'm in this thing somehow, since 4 years old, to activity. Somebody that has left behind thousands of miles away, family and friends, to live in Europe and go through all the steps to eventually come to Formula One. And being so young and, in a way, successful, of course, always in a fighting way. Nothing ever has come to me easy.
Mais c'est vrai que ce week-end on a vécu une véritable tragédie. Ayrton Senna, on avait oublié, peut-être un peu vite ou tout au moins on s'était...
Racing driver Ayrton Senna has been killed in the San Marino Grand Prix.
Senna acquisté 今の日本のこの F1 の人気はなかったんじゃないかとそんな気がする。
He died doing something that he desperately wanted to do, and I don't think he would have wished it any other way.
He was special. I mean, he was not one step, he was 2 steps better than everyone else.
I thought he was bulletproof, and I mean, it hurt big time.
Of his generation, Senna was the best.
Senna did have to win at all costs, because the only thing in life that interested Senna was winning.
I will always remember a guy different than everybody else.
It meant something to the world. It didn't mean just something to our little world of motor racing. But it was Nelson Mandela in South Africa, and Ayrton Senna's died.
I was perfectly all right at Ayrton's funeral until I went to pay my respects to his mother. And then suddenly the horror of it came.
3 years with him, believe me, I was thinking day and night how I can beat this guy, and usually you always find weakness on the teammate, and then you start to work on this weakness, to increase his weakness and to make you strong at these points. And with him I didn't find anything. He was quick in qualifying, he was unbelievable quick in the race, consistent quick. He was quick in overlapping, he was quick in the rain, he was quick in street circuits, he was quick in quick circuits. So finally I sit there and say, shit, how am I going to beat this guy?
He just finished his race at Donington and he won it, and he wanted to get back and see his friend Ritsu Gugelmin, who he was sharing a house with at the time, race here in Formula Fords. I had a company, Mazda at the time, and Harry said, right, I'm driving.